And we're back again. It's Friday night and everybody's dreaming. We're not here. You're in Naughty Land.
Yeah.
So how it is, everyone? It's Friday night. Thank God. It's Friday. And we're all happy. Richard,
Absolutely.
snap out your wet dream.
Oh, sorry.
good, good evening, everyone. So, how is everyone's day been today?
Very wet
That's what she
with
said.
the rain. With the
Yeah,
rain.
With the
yeah,
rain.
Yeah.
yeah, as well, but only since an hour ago, so not all day. We had some sun this afternoon, and it was nice temperature.
Duh.
Yeah, so not
On
that
you
bad.
go. It's to say, do you know what, guys? It's so funny because we're all in different parts of the world, and it's like we've all got the same forecast because it's even raining in Scotland. And people were like, "Are you really surprised it's raining in Scotland?"
Well, if I take a plane, you're only 45 minutes away.
Ah, see, that's good to know. I
Yeah.
often wondered
Mm.
how long I would be on the plane for here to.
I went to Norwich last year, and we had to taxi before we took off, and we had to
Yeah.
taxi when we came down. We were in the air, I think, 35 minutes.
Oh wow. Oh wow. See,
Yeah.
the one place I would love to go is America. And the problem is here with America is that some places, if you're travelling from the UK and you want to go to America, you could be looking at hours. You could really, really be looking at hours, and you could be looking at having more than one, um, more than absolutely one um plane.
Mm.
It's honestly it's terrible.
You don't
I
go
look.
direct from Edinburgh then?
Well, it depends. A lot. It depends on where you're flying from, really. Um, I've not tried the. I've not tried it myself.
Uh, I looked into it because I wanted to go to Kentucky, to Waverly Hills, and I looked at all connections,
Yep.
but I have to be in a plane for 8 hours, and that's very long. I don't
Mm.
think I can manage it. Then I had the idea I fly over to Canada and take the border to Ohio, but all at every border they have huge controls. I'm
Yeah.
from the Netherlands, so they pick me out, and I have to explain everything, and I have to pay every border. So, ah, still not going to America. Still not, but maybe.
Oh. Do
Just
you know
not.
what? Sorry, Richard. On you go, my love.
It's just not worth it, really, is it? If you're gonna have to go through all that hassle just to go from where you want to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And I
definitely.
think going to go from London Heathrow, that's a hassle in itself, even though it's
Oh.
only an hour and a half from me. But I don't like London Heathrow. Hi, Jenny.
Hello,
Hello, my Irish
hello,
queen.
Richard, Willow, how are you all? I'm running around as usual.
We are shaking our shimmy. How are you, my love?
Good, grand, running around like a blue ass fly. Fucking sorry, one live, sweating like
That's all right. You drop as many F bombs as you like, love.
don't tell me that because I will.
It's frozen Gulf.
So hot, have the window open and the fan
Sorry,
on.
baby.
Hmm?
Hey,
And
Noreen.
Jenny is
Hi,
in the
hi.
house.
Um, But tonight we are talking dreams. We can have all sorts of dreams, except wet dreams, not wet dreams in this hour, folks.
I may as well leave now then, and I.
Oh,
I'm surrounded by beautiful women. What am I going to do? You know.
oh, you big slob, are you? But dreams now, I love dreams. I find them very fascinating, and I love especially when people put it in to groups. I have been dreaming about this because I love sitting up and looking. All right, then Facebook, be a knob all you want. I don't care. Aye, they're limited to sharing. So I absolutely love sitting looking at dreams. I think that when we all dream, there's some sort of significance in our dreams. I think there's something that's lying in the inner. And I've had many dreams that I have thought, holy shit, I've watched too much of. Or I've been playing too much video games and it's been absolutely crackers some of my dreams. But I've also woke up with dreams, guys, and they've been so surreal that I've actually remembered.
Oh yeah.
And I've been like, what is that meaning? Sorry, I've got kids galore. You say to yourself, what is the actual meaning behind my dream? Now, my most significant one seems to be tsunamis.
That's me.
Yes.
No.
Tsunamis seem to be my significant, oh my god, why am I dreaming this? Why am I dreaming tsunamis? And I think there's only been one time in my tsunami dream that I can remember that I've actually made it. And it's like you're gonna laugh here, but the way I describe it is like the hand of God. It's like coming up through and has picked me up and then pulled me back through. And I just think to myself, oh shit, it's empty had anything else that's so significant in their dreams, like a theme to their dreams. I mean, Jenny's a tsunami like myself. Jenny.
Do you find that it's repetitive? You have the same dream time and time again over a period of many years, and it wouldn't be every year. It could be every 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, but you still have them.
Yeah.
And I remember standing outside my family home and looking over at this unused factory, and then all I could see was this big white wave.
Yeah.
And I knew it was coming. And I remember running up to the highest peak of a mountain to get away from it. And then that was one dream. Another dream was where I was in my family home, and I was sitting there with my ex-husband and my children. My sister was there with her children and her husband. And I had this really thick rope, and I was tying it around my wrist, my ex-husband's wrist, my children's wrist. And I gave rope to my sister as well for her family, that when the tsunami came in and it crashed against us, that we would not be separated. We would be blown away everywhere in the water as it would. But when we go together, we stay together. It was traumatic. It was bloody traumatic. And to watch that movie Tsunami, I think I said it before, I couldn't watch it. Even now, taking a breath because of that movie. Of course, Jenny had a few glasses of wine. I said, come on, we'll put it on. I'll be grand. I'll have more wine. Oh my God, it was. You think you're going to have a panic attack.
Yeah.
And I think from up until I was 29 when I had my daughter.
Yeah.
Fish and water, brilliant. The minute I had my daughter, you could not pay me to put my head underwater, even today. I will not put, and that's only after I had my daughter. I don't know why. And like I was saying last week when we were doing the hell and back, and you had to go underneath the ice bath, and there was a line of tires, car tires, and my team was on the other side, got through, and I said, I can't go underneath. And the guy said, just put your head through the tires. So to put my
Yeah.
head through the tires, you'd swear, you know, there was tire marks on my face. You swear the tire was giving birth to my face because it was a really tight kind of push through. That's how much I won't go in any water. I don't know why. Never
Yeah.
knew why. Don't know. So it's not nice. It ruins your day, ruins your week of having to dream like that. It's awful.
No, I can
Really bad.
sympathise.
Yeah, really bad.
Definitely. Mary, Richard, have you ever had daydreams?
I had a few terrible dreams. I
I'll let Mary go first.
I dreamt about a bus accident, and that was coming every night. And my sister was on the bus, and we had, before anything ever was mentioned, I told everyone, and we were laughing. And my sister came over and told me I'm going on a holiday, and I'm going over to Austria, and I'm taking the bus. And my heart dropped on the floor. So I told her, on the bus. The dreams came every night,
Yeah.
every night. The bus
Wow.
crashed into a ravine. And
Oh,
the day she went, I went over to wish her a happy holiday. And in the middle of the night, my phone rang, and she was screaming and shouting if I was some kind of retard because the bus crashed, and she really had that accident. And,
Oh my God.
No.
shit.
and those dreams, I do have a lot.
Yeah.
They repeat and they come over and over, and it's always death and destruction. One time I didn't dare to go to sleep again. Um, I was dreaming. I was a college girl. I lay on my bed, on my tummy. I was doing some homework, and another student was there with me. And just like that, the room was dark. I was laying down. There was a room beside me. During the day, the door was open. At night, the door was closed. And on the end of the bed, there was a door with stairs down. And I heard footsteps. And I remember thinking, footsteps, who's coming up? Who's coming up? And the door slammed open, and I saw a guy rushing towards me with a toothpick in his mouth and a knife, and he strangled me and stung me with his knife. And then I woke up, and I was hysterical,
Wow.
completely
Yeah.
messed
I
up.
can imagine so.
3 4 hours crying, shouting, screaming.
Oh God love you.
Yeah, and
It's
I
like
had
that film, almost like Premonition.
Right?
I was about to say that premonition.
um,
Yeah.
if I think back, because it's now about 18 years ago that I dreamt it, the guy which I saw, he looked a bit familiar, and as we looked it up, he looked like Mr. Manson, Mr. Charles Manson.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, so
Holy
I,
shit.
I thought that I saw one of his raids where he killed someone, where he was present, and not just pointing out things. Uh, but he looked a lot like him.
Wow.
Toothpick and long dark hair,
Yeah,
unshaven, and it was terrifying.
I can imagine. I can
Yeah.
imagine.
Mm.
How old were you, Mary, if you don't mind me asking?
What?
How old were you when you had these premonition dreams?
Um, that terrible one, I was 40,
Yep.
and with my sister, that's been in 2010. too. So 23 years ago.
Oh wow! So it wasn't
Yeah,
really that long ago as such.
no, it wasn't. No, and she's not taking the bus ever.
Aye,
I'm
if
not
you
taking the
want
bus
to,
with you anywhere either.
Yeah,
holy God!
yeah,
But,
and everything I dream is happening to me,
yeah.
Mm.
except for that one time with my sister in the bus, and many people were killed. And um, during that accident, people died, and their skin was gone, part of their head was gone. It was terrible, and I can't imagine how horrible it must have been for her,
Yeah.
but
Uh-huh.
it as well. And for the rest, everything happens to me. And I remember as a kid, when I was 3 or 4 years old, I was dragged down in the water, and I was trying to get up, but I
Uh-huh.
couldn't get up. I was dragged down further and further and further. And
Holy God!
I woke up being completely in a knot with my bed sheets.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and actually, I think it was during a past life, and I was drowned, and maybe on the Titanic or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think it's connected to a past life.
Would you
And
ever do past life regression?
I have, and I've been back to the 1700s and 1800s, and in the 1800s, I went to Egypt,
Mm.
and I was an archaeologist, and I was digging up places with pyramids.
Oh.
It was oh so amazing, and I do sometimes with some friends regressions because I'm a therapist as well,
Mm.
and it's fascinating if you hear things and you go search into the internet in the history,
Hmm.
you find connections. It's amazing, and it's
Oh.
fantastic to do.
Wow.
Yeah,
That sounds amazing.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard, what about yourself?
Well, I don't really dream that much, but I've only got 3 dreams that I can remember plain as day. One was one was a dream that I woke up and I thought it was still happening, and that was when we had the IRA bombings at Lichfield City Station in the
Yeah.
UK,
Hmm.
and they stabbed I think it was 1 or 2 army blokes on the train station platform.
Oh.
And that night, because I was at the school just down the road when we'd been shipped off home, um, that night I dreamt that somebody had broke into my house, and it was definitely IRA related. Here comes the drip. And I just can remember I was watching how loud I was breathing, and I was trying to take shallow breaths and everything, and I ended up just shouting for my dad and thinking, "Fuck it, let's just go for it. Whatever happens, happens."
Yeah.
And I shouted. My mum come through, and she says, "What's up?" And I told her, and she says, "Oh, it's just a dream. You're all right. You're all right." And of course, I went straight back into the dream, didn't I? And I'm thinking, no, this is real. Definitely somebody in my room. So I then go to sleep properly. Little did I know that I was sleeping properly, but I was back in this dream.
Mm.
Yeah.
The following morning, I woke up and I was white as a sheet. So that was that one. And then I've got the other dreams. Is if ever I was going when I first went to 30 Drive,
Yes.
I had this dream, and it was all related with 30th Drive, but it was what was going on in the house when we were all there. And I could see everybody that was going, my team sort of thing. And I was just like, I was really sort of flustered by it. I was thinking, no, that can't happen. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. No. Anyway, next day, on the way there, Jack turns around. She said, I had a really weird dream last night. We was all sort of stood in the kitchen. Says Rich was making a coffee. Then he disappeared to the coal shed. Then he came out and carried on making the coffee. I said, did you go upstairs and mess about in what's the name? What's his name? One of the bedrooms. So did you go in the adult's bedroom and get one of the dolls and start sort of taunting it? He says, yeah, I did. He says, and then you chatted that your coffee's ready. He says, and I came downstairs and we basically both had the same dream, but never realising it.
Oh,
And that was like, whoa, this is a bit kind of freaky for me. And then another recurring dream that I used to have was every 5th of November, obviously bonfire night. On the night of the 4th, I used to have this dream that was on a burning pirate ship.
yeah.
And all these pirates used to come over to me, and all of the faces would be on fire, they'd be screaming. And I could, if I opened my eyes, I could actually see the glow of the fire on the wall. Little did I know, as a child then, it was actually the glow of the street light. But it was good enough to keep my mind that active, thinking I'm still in my dream, And I used to sort of, I threw myself out of bed just to make sure I was awake.
Oh my God.
My dad come running in. What are you doing? What are you doing? I says nothing. I just threw myself out of bed. He says, why? And I told him about the dream. He says, oh, don't worry about that. He says, come downstairs, have a hot cup of milk, and then you can go back after. But it used to happen every year for about 5 years that lasted.
Oh my
Really
God,
weird.
I can't imagine how battered and bruised you must have been throwing yourself right out of the bed.
Oh, my left-hand side was battered.
Did you ever write down your dreams? There was another particular dream I had, but it wasn't the one dream. It was 3 or 4 of these dreams. I was burying a body, and I think I had unalived this person. Don't know who it was, but I unalived them. And this is only in the last 2 or 3 years. There's a lot of trauma going on in my life right now, so could be anyone. And I was burying a body. I do know who the last one was. I actually know who the last one was, and that was only a few weeks ago. But the police had sent on it, and I could feel my heart racing in my dream that, God, I've got kids, I can't go to prison, I can't go to prison, blah, 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 blah. But I've had about 3 or 4 of those dreams that I am burying someone that I have unalived. And I don't know why. I'd like to know why I'm dreaming like that. I think I'd even Google it right now. Why am I dreaming?
Bye.
It's not like burying someone like, your family member or your pet or something like that. Like I have done it myself and I have buried them. And it was gone. It was done they were buried for so long, and then they were getting a scent. Maybe I'm watching too much bloody EastEnders or some shite that I'm watching, I don't know. But then I rolled them in a carpet. Oh, I watch a lot of mafia stuff. I love mafia. But I watch mafia. And I buried them in the carpet, rolled them in a carpet and put bricks on top of them, and then put, this is like, there's something new in every dream.
Yeah.
They're getting close to me, and I'm kind of like thinking of how to escape because I've got children, and and one, I'm too pretty to go to prison. 2, they don't serve alcohol in prison, so I'm like, I'm not going anywhere near there. So that's the only reason why I'm staying out of it. But I don't know. I've unalived some people and I've buried them. So if anything happens, do not come to me. It was a dream.
Right. Well, I'll always be your alibi.
Here I can cry, but I do not sleepwalk. So
Hey.
yeah, it's a little bit mad. And writing down your dreams or having a dream book as into what it means. And I know people, when Willow, when you were saying about tsunamis and so on, I have read many times and people have said the same thing. We are struggling in life. We're trying to get our heads above water.
Yeah.
And you know, it could be bills, it could be personal, it could be just life itself. That we're struggling with life and we're drowning. We feel like we're drowning.
Yeah, I absolutely see what I love, like yourself, Jenny. I like deconstructing my dreams because I've even, believed it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I've even had a dream about aliens visiting me with the wee grey men, 3 wee grey men, and they were friendly as hell. They just wanted to follow me, but I've never had any such alien experiences. That's why I'm like that. Do yous now come telepathically or something? It's kind of one of those. I'm going to quickly go into the comments. Noreen, I had a dream about a beautiful white dove. I love doves. I think they're beautiful. And it flew into the building. Then it changed into the most colourful parrot. And then it changed into a big wise owl. That's talking to me telepathically. Craig said I had weird dreams. Hey, Craig! I had weird dreams when on strong meds after knee surgery, so vivid. I tell you to stay off the morphine. Joanne says, hi, Joanne. Hi, everyone. Sending love in white light. Same to yourself. Hey, Nando. Hey, Nicola. Noreen says, I also had a dream when I was younger where my ex-husband was cheating. It was so vivid, I bet you got up with a frying pan. It felt real, and I couldn't speak to him all day. I was so angry. Fast forward 12 months later, the dream scenario played out exactly like it was deja vu feeling. I was amazed. I'd seen it all in a dream. I'm going to come back to Noreen's dream, and I'll tell you why, because I've had it myself. Joanne says, I dreamt I walked into a stainless steel crematorium box and pushed the button to start, and I fell asleep from the pre-gas and then woke up. Holy shit. That disturbed me for a bit. No wonder if you were fuming about the old cremation box. Aye. I'm going to come back to Noreen's. Right, so obviously, guys, everybody knows I have a boy at 16. Now, when I was first pregnant with my boy, I didn't find out till I was 6 months. Now, within those 6 months, I kept having a dream about this baby. And then it was coming in different scenarios, different baby scenarios. And I always knew that I was having a boy because every dream was the exact same. Yeah, boy. And I dreamt, I think it was about a month or maybe 3 weeks before I was started, I dreamt that my boy was not well, that this baby was not well. And it turned out that the dream had been right. So, see when you're having patterns in your dreams, folks, that you know that are life sort of dreams, please take them seriously, because I kept saying, I'm not having a baby, I'm not having a baby, I'm not having a baby. 6 months pregnant, when my boy was born, straight into the ICU because he had underdevelopment lungs. Now, if it wasn't for the fact that he had the weight against him, I don't know how, because he's honestly like Mr. Muscle now. He wouldn't have been here today. So I can totally get what Noreen's getting, but it's not I've also dreamt about people that I know, right? You ever had that dream where you've not seen somebody for, say, months and months, and then all of a sudden, out the blue, you see this person, whether it's down the shops, whether it's, over the phone, messages or whatever, that person appears. I find that off freaky. I really, really do.
It's like a premonition. And that's when you were saying when you were saying about if you're having the same repetitive dreams about health and so on, especially health, is to write. Well, I would say write them down. So, God forbid, if you use them for anything, and I know people will not believe dreams, and I think when we sleep, and this is like a known fact with everyone, when we sleep, we go into a completely and utterly different dimension. We are unconscious, we are asleep, we go somewhere else. Your brain still works and you're dreaming and so on and so on. Is it warning you about something? Is it's storing your stress? And that's what I say, write down, even if it's like people's doctors say, oh, it's a dream. No, doctor, whatever, you go by, like you said, repetitive dreams about your son's health is to go with it and be persistent with them.
Yeah.
And I would, and I know doctors probably think, dream.
Yeah. It's same as like there's a lot of what dreams will tell you is if you see people in your dreams, these are people you've never met before, and you meet people every day. You see people out in the street every day, and I'm sure at one stage or another we have either dreamed about a person that maybe we don't know at all, but you've seen somebody that looks like them out in the street, and you've been like that. Oh my God, it's like there's that person from my dream. Or you've had that dream where it's like Mary's had, where you end up, you see these things happening. You say to yourself it's a dream, but people's even had that for life events, like people who like natural disasters maybe, or even such disasters as like 9/11. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm using that as prime example. And you just think to yourself, it's amazing how the human brain works. Now, bear in mind that the human brain's not been fully studied.
Aye.
And there's so much more to study in it, and it just makes you wonder, why do we have these sort of dreams? Why do we dream what we do? Why do we, if we're not thinking about tsunamis, why is tsunamis appearing? And you always say it's the last thing you think about at night self-consciously. You're thinking, do I really think about tsunamis self-consciously in the brain? I just think dreams are amazing things. Amazing things.
I agree with you. Like when you were saying about the tsunamis, who goes to bed thinking about tsunamis? We don't. Dream about tsunamis or about a premonition that it's going to happen. I don't know. The brain is a whole complex.
I don't think we'll ever understand the human brain. I think, even the people that study it, like, there's so much to discover. That's why I love the fact I didn't love the fact, but when they took Ted Bundy's brain and they used it to study what, the whole, where in the brain change, does that make people be like that? And you just say to yourself, sorry guys, my hair's falling out. It just makes you think, like, it's amazing what goes on in there. Like, I always say that I have unicorns controlling my systems. There's this need, the one that looks at my brain, it's like, unicorns in there. Jesus Christ.
All the different emotions are inside your head. I forget the name of it.
Just a quick question, guys, if you don't mind me asking. Has anybody ever dreamt of the old hag?
The old hag? No, I haven't.
Nah, because 15 years when I was a child, right the way through to 23, every night I dreamt of her. Every night. For 15 years.
What did you do, you naughty boy?
It was his secret crush.
That came from, does anybody know of the Witches Museum in Boscastle?
Yeah.
Yes, vaguely, I've heard it.
Well, that started when they had the skeleton on display.
Oh.
When they moved her and buried her in secret, it stopped.
That is bizarre.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
I just thought I'd bring that one up as you're talking about recurring dreams.
I'm looking it up, and it says the old hag syndrome or sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Now,
But that's
there was no sleep paralysis.
Okay, you just had a dream
It
of.
literally was a dream of the old hag. Always, constantly, me breaking into a place which looked exactly like my grandmother's to confront to this old lady, which then turned into the old hag.
Oh,
You sure? I hope you never called your grandmother the old hag, dear.
There's
No,
hag.
no. She was a lovely woman. She really was a lovely woman. But
Mm.
every night, there it was. For
In
15
case
years.
anybody's worrying, wondering, Gary is a real person. You just can't see him because of the Dutch courage sign. Just in case everybody's like, what the hell? Where's the voice coming from? It's definitely Richard's.
He's there.
Yeah, I'm here. Look, I'm here.
You see his hand floating
Oh,
there.
wow. I didn't know you got thing from the Adams family with a hand. That's the one
Hello,
that.
guys. Hello, I'm here.
Oh,
Maybe
Noreen.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, no. I was just reading up about the old hag syndrome. It's just a name for sleep paralysis, a common sleep disruption. Though many cultures explain this phenomenon using supernatural terms. It's actually a time and misstep in your sleep cycle. It happens when your mind wakes up, your body is still in the temporary paralysis of REM sleep.
Yeah, but I
that's the
don't
scientific,
completely agree on it.
explanation.
Yeah. Okay.
If you really want my explanation for it, the old hag is actually a demon. Yeah, but that's our explanation for it, if you like, not my explanation.
No,
But basically, what it is, a demon will come into your home, into your life, wherever, and literally sit on your chest whilst you're sleeping.
That famous picture.
Yeah.
Let me, if I can put it up. Sorry, just let me. This one
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
the
the
old
one.
hag.
And you see the horse behind it?
Yeah.
There. And you see here on the shadow, you can see the horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Never noticed that before. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I put up with 15 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy shit. Oh my God, why?
Oh, hello. Hello, guys.
No, someone's messing with
Guys,
me.
I don't proclaim to be great with this whole technology shitty stream yet, but here we go. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Yes, you just see the face. Finally, this. Noreen says, I have premonitions about other people. Their name will pop in my head and won't go away until either it's apparent something. Oh, hello, Gary. Either apparently something has happened, or I contact them and find out they are struggling with something and they need to talk to someone.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty mental.
Yeah. But dreams are weird. Coming back on the old hag syndrome.
Yeah.
I thought I had sleep paralysis. I was laying in bed, and when I turned around, I saw a shadow, and my bed covers came up, and something pushed me into the mattress, and my bed sheets were all over my foot end and on my footboard. So I sat up, put a light on, and just looked what happened. And the way the bed covers were folded over my footboard, I couldn't have done it with my feet. I couldn't have done it on whatever, but I was laying on my side, and the next day I had 5 bruises in the form of fingertips on my hips.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Not.
Yeah. So I thought it was sleep paralysis and my brain dysfunctioned, and I had to go to see the doctor. But the bruises gave it away that sometimes you get attacks in your dreams
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
or
Yes.
when you're dreaming.
Usually
Yeah.
scratches, yeah, anything like that.
Like that movie when I always talked about it, The Haunting, where she was
Yeah.
being attacked in her sleep. She didn't have any bruises, but she was being attacked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have another thing that I want to bring up? Because, you know, when we're doing the topic tonight about dreams, then I'm like, I only have one. And then I realize I have a little bit more.
Mhm.
I don't know if this is a dream or not. I don't know. I don't know. The doorbell. When the doorbell rings and
Yeah.
there's nobody there. And you get up very quick because you think you have post delivering and you're waiting on a parcel. And as I said, so you get up very quickly, you look out. My gates are steel, so you'll hear them close. The dogs are crazy when the come around. I get up and there's nobody there. They do say don't open your door because you're inviting whoever rang your doorbell into your home.
Yeah.
So do not open your door.
Yeah. I made that mistake myself. I was here with my daughter and her boyfriend at the time, and we all reacted on knocking on the window.
Mm.
And we look at each other. Did you hear it? Yes, I did hear it. Did you hear it? Yes, I did hear it. So I went up and looked. I opened the door, silly me, but there was no one in the street. No one.
yeah.
No one who could have done it, but we heard the knocking so clear and so hard.
Yeah, it's bad.
And my house was active for a few years after that.
Really? See?
Mhm.
You never know what you're inviting in.
Well, that's it.
They can ask. They can ask. We are paranormal investigators. If they
Yeah.
ask, yeah, come in. If I might have the opportunity to investigate what you are and what you have to tell.
Start taking your EVP to the door. Just hold your EVP.
What?
Yeah, but I have to fetch it upstairs.
Aye.
Same
Yeah.
time as
Do you know what? I would take my EVP to the door if that happened to me every time. Like, it's okay. It's just the delivery man. Don't worry about it.
But who? I was going to say who is it, but why? And it's happened 2 or 3 times, and that was it in 2 different homes.
Yeah.
This one twice, and another home once. And my dogs would go crazy as they would when the doorbell rings. And like I just didn't open the door. I did once, but I didn't open the door. And I don't know if it was this house or another house. But myself and Patrice had done a call out in my house 2 weeks ago. And you will always get someone. You'll always get someone. My house is built on a very historic land. So you'll always get someone. So it doesn't be like, oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's kind of like, whatever. I know it for about 15, 16 years. It doesn't bother me. They don't bother me at all. They have had the warnings in my home, but that's it. That is it. Nothing else, you know. But now when my doorbell rings, I've got a doorbell camera.
Yeah.
So I'm not opening the door to no one.
Nope.
Absolutely no one. Yeah.
No. After dark, I don't open. I watch at my screen and I think,
Me too.
nope.
If there's no appointment made, I don't care who it is. I'm not opening the door. Period.
Yeah.
I'm not opening the door. That is it. My dog on the chair. Yeah, my dog's up on the chair. Another one very quick. And this is kind of like a dream. Was it an out of body experience? Where I was, this is back in my mum's house when I lived there, we had bunk beds. I was on the top bunk. I was always that weird, not weird child, that child that was different, weird back in the day.
Yeah.
That child that was different. And I had a dream, and I was in my front garden, and it's a big garden, and there was these men in suits and bowler hats placed out like a chessboard in my garden. But none of them had a face. It was all blank and white. That's it, blank and white. I remember my mum and my twin were crying, holding on to me because I said, I have to go now. I have to go. I have to go. I woke up with a sore throat because I was so upset. and they were holding on to me, not letting me go. And I said, I have to go, I have to go. So when I'm going up towards the sky and putting my hand through the clouds, it was flat. The clouds were flat. Like I couldn't push through the clouds. No idea if that was a dream or did I leave my body and it was my ceiling.
Yeah.
No idea what it was, but these men, there was about 30 or 40 of them in the garden, and they were all kind of placed say they're all like placed here. The next row you could see the second row, and so on and so on and so on.
Yeah.
And there was my garden is a long garden, so they're all like in grey suits, but none of them had a face. All in grey suits with a tie, white short, grey suits, bowler hat, but no faces.
That sounds like a trauma.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say it sounds like Slenderman, but without the bull hat.
Mm.
Holy crap.
It does sound like is it the tall man or slender man or whatever it's called?
Slenderman.
Something like that.
But I never left. So I never know to this day. Was it a dream? Did it really happen? I just don't look into it anymore because it will burn my brain if I have to dissect the crap out of it, which I never will be able to. So I just kind of put it to experience, dream, whatever it is. That's it.
Yeah. I'm
It's-
going to quickly go to the comments. We are not actually on YouTube just yet, Kate, because I need to upgrade my StreamYard. Hope you're well, sweetheart. Hope everything's well. Noreen has actually got 2 messages, so I'm going to just read them all into one. I had one where an ex-boyfriend's name kept nagging in my brain. I kept thinking I should check in on him, but I ignored it because I didn't want to give him the wrong idea that I was interested. As he was imagined how awful I felt to find out he was found dead at the bottom of the stairs. That took some coming to terms with. I felt so guilty. I've had the doorbell ring numerous times and I've always thought it was someone messing about. But one night I was having a cigarette out of the bedroom window right over the door and the doorbell was ringing. And I knew for definite nobody was there because I was looking down at the door as it was happening.
wow,
You should never feel guilty because at the end of the day, you couldn't have predicted it. Well, obviously, you've seen it in your dreams, but what I mean is you couldn't have done anything to stop that from happening. And that must have been freaky, Noreen. I can only imagine, love. But
yeah.
dreams are amazing. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry, Willow. I was just going to say with Noreen, when if you say these things to someone, they're probably thinking, God, you're mad, but you have to do it. You have to. We now know from being years of doing this, we have to do it. What's that?
Oh, dare I say, is that your what with Jen?
Patrice, that's Patrice.
Hey, Patrice.
I want to say hi to you. This is Patrice. We're doing a show tomorrow night.
Hello.
Hello, my love. How are you?
This is
Nice to meet you.
my housemate for the next couple of weeks. We had fun. We had so much fun.
Yeah.
And Patrice is doing something in October, but we haven't. Where are you go? Okay, we won't say it yet. We won't say it yet.
Seems to be Halloween if it's in October.
Yes.
Oh.
How
October.
deducted.
Yeah, you see. Well, I kind of talked her into something, so
Oh.
she knows now, but we're taking her to that castle. So for an investigation, not a visit, but an investigation. That would be great.
Oh, cool.
So she is going to visit it in the next few weeks, but she'll be doing a full night investigation with us and two other great teams as well. So that will be great. Looking forward to that.
Oh, that sounds awesome. That really sounds awesome.
I'm so looking forward to it. I have never been. I think the last investigation I went to was 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks.
Wow.
6 weeks. I came home on that Sunday when that thing happened in my house when I had to go to the vets and whatnot. So I remember it was bloody 6 weeks ago. Lovely. So I'm crazy to get out now for an investigation. You know when you just want to escape?
Yeah.
I really want to escape. Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
You need a big, huge cuddle.
Oh, Jesus, girl.
If I came through there and cuddled you, oh my God, you'd be like, what a woman. But
Woman.
what? Aye, but do you know Jacqueline messaged me? So
Oh,
he is a laugh guy. Jacqueline messaged me and she was like, "Can you read this stuff for me? Like how you would normally speak it?" And I'm like that. Oh, I didn't realise how hard it is actually speaking Scottish. And before people piss themselves laughing, I'm dyslexic, right? I can only say it, right? But to actually read it in front of me, I was like, holy fuck, no wonder no one understands me. I'm like, I can't read this yet. I'm like, but I'll try. But yeah,
Patrice.
Noreen says,
Sorry.
oh, sorry. Hi,
Oh,
Patrice.
No, I was going to say, Patrice, did you ever have any weird dreams or repetitive dreams?
Not really repetitive now.
But
I
dreams.
always have weird dreams.
Weird dream. Anything that
I
would
very
get your
vivid
attention?
weird dreams. Nah.
No. No.
Oh,
You will after staying in this house for like.
she probably will. Noreen says, I know, Jen. I never ignore it now. If someone name keep nagging me, and I'll always contact casually and just see if I can pick up the vibes that they need help or just a listening ear. I have more confidence in myself now than I used to. That's a good thing.
That's good.
That is a good thing, Noreen. Oh, hi, Joanne. Hope you're well,
How are
lovey.
you, love?
Um,
Really Irish. How are you, love?
I love the Irish accent. Always loved the Irish accent.
Some of them are all right. Some of them are just like I'm from Drogheda, and I tell you now, because Elsa said something tonight, and I said, "What did you say?" She said something in a Drogheda accent, and I said, "What did you say?" And she goes, "Okay," and then she corrected herself. Not allowed. I mean, I don't know. There's probably people watching here from Drogheda. And listen, I'm from Drogheda myself. I have a Drogheda accent sometimes, but that's where it stops. My children will not have it. I forgot I shared it on my page, and there's a lot of people on my page from Drogheda, so it's okay. But
she loves you, really. She just says you can't. Doesn't like it.
yeah.
But that's the same as Scottish, right? The further you go up Scotland, right? This is what I was explaining to somebody. The further you go up Scotland, the broader the accent gets, and it gets to the point that you can't even understand. I'm the same. See where I am just now. See if I had to leave here and say go up to the Orkney Islands or go up to the Highlands, I wouldn't understand head nor tail of what they're saying because it's the broader and the broader. And I used to work with a woman who was for the Highlands, and I seriously see when she got mad. Holy shit! I could not understand one word she was saying because she was so. And I'm like,
You know who I love? Robsy Nesbitt. Do you know Rob?
Yeah.
You know him?
Yeah.
He is. Well, I love him. Just
He's brilliant.
I don't know what part of Scotland he's from, but I don't understand a word.
Well, put it this way, right? People like Ramsay Nesbitt. When you see Gregor Fisher, that's the guy who plays Ramsay Nesbitt. When you see him do Ramsay Nesbitt to when you hear him differently, the two accents are so different. It's unbelievable because he's playing a Glaswegian, but in his own when he comes off and that's it done. He's so very polite spoken, very almost posh sort of spoken.
Okay.
And it's like, oh wow, you wouldn't expect for somebody who's played now for the Americans who watch us and who don't quite know or anywhere part in the world that doesn't know that is it's an old 90s sitcom that was where it was basically think it as a piss take out people from Glasgow and it was, do you know what? It was the best show, and you just don't get comedy like that anymore. And we're now at 2025, and I can honestly say I'm pretty a retro girl. I'm pretty your your 50s to your 80s sort of chick. So like you don't find good comedy anymore the way it used to be, but there you go.
Remember all the Halen Pace? Do you
Oh
remember
god.
Halen Pace? So funny. Do you remember them, Richard?
Yeah.
Halen Pace. They were funny. I liked them.
Yeah.
They were funny.
Oh god.
But so what you say in comedy now, you couldn't get like if back then you had to say now, there's no way you would get away with that shit now.
I think now you
Definitely
can,
not.
well, you could say what you wanted back then. You could say what you wanted and say what words you wanted to say and whatnot. Now you bloody well can't. And I know when I go see, there's an Irish comedian, and I went to see him with friends a few months ago, and I purposely bought front row tickets, front row seat, just because I know what kind of comedian he is. He is very real, vile, and not vile, but real and graphic, and nothing is hold. Like, oh my God, he was absolutely brilliant. I went to see him a few times, and I think he was kind of saying something about women, whatever, and I just kind of like heckled him a little bit. Well, I heckled him when everyone was quiet, and I didn't know they were going to go quiet when I heckled.
Oh, that is the worst.
Well, yeah, he came back and kind of, was telling me to F off and whatnot, in joking way. But he's a dark humor. Yogi, up. Sorry, I can hear click, clack, stay.
Oh, hello, babies.
Yogi, stay. Stay. Yogi, don't jump. Good boy. So he's a dark humor. You have to have thick skin to go see it. You have to have thick skin because he will.
Yes. We have one ourselves, Frankie Boyle. And to see Frankie Boyle, you have to have ultra thick skin.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Ultra thick skin.
Really?
It's that bad. Noreen says, the main repetitive dream I've had most of my life, I've mentioned last night about the secret staircase behind a panel leading to a room. My auntie Annie was so broad Scottish, no one could understand her, and she lived in a remote area in Scotland. That's the worst. And Joanne's laughing. Before we finish, right, we'll have a bit of a laugh, right? So, guys, let's be all fess up here.
Oh, crap.
Who is the one star that you have dreamed about? Gary's like that, waving in the background. I must admit, Dwayne Johnston is mine. I have had a few dreams about that man. And let me say, he's a fine man himself. So I am like,
I think my one was Neve from Catfish.
Oh.
Yeah, Neve from Catfish. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, with him. Maybe many others, but he's the one who stands out to me, Neve from Catfish.
Oh.
One point as well, but Neve from Catfish. It's the only one that stands out for me.
What about you, Richard? Oh, Richard's like that. I've had an orgy. An orgy, buddy.
I've got two. Well, actually three. If I include you, though.
Maybe 4, maybe 5.
No, 3.
3.
Because obviously yourself, obviously. I don't know why. The Scottish connection I've got. The Jennifer Aniston and Sandra Bullock.
Oh,
you know that is one woman whose films that I just can't get into. Sandra Bullock.
Oh, I like her in some movies. I think I like her in all movies. I think she's funny.
Yeah.
In all movies, I think she's funny. She's very. I like her. Is she in that movie where?
With Keanu Reeves.
Yes, but there was one where she. Is it one where she couldn't talk?
No, that I can remember.
They have to blindfold themselves.
Oh, Bird Box. Bird Box was brilliant. I
Oh,
absolutely love.
So frustrating.
I love that film.
Movie, but she's in Miss Congeniality and so on and so on. She's funny in that. J Lo, wow, she's like what? Is she 50 something? She looks amazing.
That's because they've got money and they can Botox their ass. They could go for the old plastic surgery. Could you imagine, right? Being serious, folks, right? That you've got all this money and you start doing all this things to your body, right? But let's face it, in about 20, 30 years' time, they're going to look like Jackie Sloan.
Oh, that's terrible.
No.
But it's true. It's very much true. Because do you think this is what you're really got to kill yourself after? But when they get their tits done and everything else, do you think their tits are still going to be up here by the time in 50 years? It's going to be like down here. They'll be tucking them in the knickers and all that, you know?
The woman was on the beach and she's like really, really dark tanned and she's wrinkled to feck. The only thing that's up and looking like fresh is her boobs. Like they're up, the rest is going south, and these are the ones who are going north. You know, that's the only thing.
But why did I have to be the only man on this talk show tonight? He's like, really? You're all talking about. Oh, Gary as well. He's like, but.
I mean, that was getting something then, wasn't it? Richard, the only man.
Oh.
He's right.
I don't want to start a lover's tiff between you two. You keep it off my camera. But you know, you say to yourself, these people go to all this money, you know, to look beautiful, and you just think to yourself, you're going to look in about 30 years' time like Jackie Sloan. Don't get me wrong, you know, I say that the male star back in the day is now getting younger and younger, looking now like they couldn't look better, like Tommy Lee Jones. I'm just throwing him out in that air. You know, you look at Tommy Lee Jones back then, no saying that he wasn't a good looking man, but you look at him now and you're like, not bad for you, Rod. You know, you're 75 and all that, you know.
Better when they get older. I think some of them get better when they get older.
Yeah, like a good wine.
Yeah.
Like a good wine. I've discovered tonight, you just go to the Netherlands, you go to Mary's, and go to the water fountain, and you never age.
Just drink water, you'll be fine.
No English water.
Yeah, we have good water.
Listen, I would throw myself in there like that. I don't even like deep water. It'd be like throwing myself there like, Nori says, I remember Chubby Brown. He was the world's worst too. Joanne says, oh, Richard, hi, sorry, just saw that you're on. Nori, how did you miss him? Like, Jesus Christ, he's been sitting there for the last time.
My name was down here, but it's not.
But Nori says, David Cassidy used to be my dream.
Love David Cassidy.
You shocked me.
She's lovely.
Yeah, good one, Kate Winslet, yeah.
Yeah, Kate Winslet's lovely. I used to dream about Michael Jackson. Did I ever dream about Michael Jackson? I probably did. Yeah, probably Michael Jackson.
Because she's got the sound off.
What about you, Mary? Mary, who did you dream of? That you...
Strange dreams. I went to concerts. One George Michael, and I actually went to him a few years later.
Oh, yeah,
I've been to some concerts of him.
Oh,
and my friends, I went to a concert of Johnny Depp with Hollywood Vampires, and he started singing, and it sounded awful. Awful. I went away. Those are the only stuff that dreamt about. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy when you go to see these great people who, like, you know, singing and whatnot, and
Yeah.
knowing, and then Johnny Depp is an actor and XYZ and then singer and so on, and it just turns out to be crap. It's mad.
A friend of mine went to the Hollywood Vampires and he started
Yeah.
singing, and
Mm.
she filmed a piece for me, and it didn't sound that bad at all. But in my dream, it was awful. Everyone was booing and
Oh my
went
gosh.
out. Yeah, but I think he's a handsome guy.
Which one, Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He moved to England.
Huh?
He's moved to England and started a new life.
Did he? Well, I don't blame him. I don't
Uh-huh.
blame him for moving over, because I mean, it can
Yes.
be too much.
I've been to an art gallery, and there was a picture painted by him with a picture of him in front of the window. And
No,
yeah, I have a picture of it. I will send it in the chat.
I
have
don't know. I was thinking Mary's dreams. Mary was seeing the old Johnny Depp there.
I'm going to see him one time on stage. As soon as he comes over here in Belgium, Germany, or
Yeah.
the Netherlands with Hollywood Vampire, I will
Look.
raise
Yeah.
over, because it's my kind of music. I liked Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah,
I
God love his soul.
love
Yeah.
Rammstein. I'm
Yes.
a rock chick with high heels and a skirt on.
Yeah. Noreen says, I went to see Bon Jovi in concert. He's pretty fit in real life. Oh, you're naughty
Yeah.
women, Noreen. You're naughty women.
Who was your very
Lo, can I just ask?
Sorry, go ahead, Richard. Sorry.
Lo,
Yes,
have you got like a big blue diamond on a silver chain?
Come on, darling.
I've got the tree of life, and I've got a shamrock.
No, you just remind me of a film star that lay back with a blue diamond and a silver chain and nothing else.
Listen, I'll have here, I've got clays on.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
No
but
nudity
not in
this
my
household.
dreams. Not in my dreams, you know.
I'm going to start singing Celine Dion in the second time, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
No, it's Kate Winslet.
Richard!
Very quickly,
Whoa.
what was your first concert you've ever went to see, and the worst you've ever you've been to?
I'm going to confess, guys, I've never been to a concert because I'm claustrophobic. But if I had to,
Yeah.
but I used to love when they used to do a thing in the UK, and it was called Tea in the Park. And it used to be in Scotland.
I remember it,
And I used to love watching the acts there, but they don't do it anymore. They've changed it to transmit, and it's all that shitey
Aye.
Yeah.
music. Aye.
I'm thinking international stars, because I went to concert of local groups, and one of those groups, a colleague of mine had a relationship with the front man. So, but Anastasia, that's one of the first concerts.
Nice.
I went to,
Okay.
yes, and it was a great. I can recommend it because she has a voice. Oh my God. And the worst concert and the most expensive. My daughter wanted to go to Destiny's Child.
Oh.
What?
Yes. And she's spoiled.
Hello, stranger.
But it was the worst concert I went to. Yeah. Beyonce didn't sound that great at all. And the sound was crap. Yeah, it was awful.
Anastasia was brilliant. I used to love Anastasia.
Brilliant. I've been to so you name the person, and I know I will tell you I've been there. I've been to a million concerts. My first one was Shimon, motherfucker.
Oh my God, Maxine.
I have him tattooed on I seen him twice in concert. My sister had to slap me across the face to stop me from saying, it's not really him. It's not really him. And you can hear him he jump up to the floor stage and there he's standing and I'm like, it's not really him. It's not really him.
I absolutely, I was just saying this to one of the lasses. I absolutely love Michael Jackson.
Tattooed on my leg. Let me tell you, I couldn't believe it was really him. The second time I went to see him, I was older, went with my sisters and all that, my friends and whatnot, had some wine beforehand, and he came on the stage, and I was so excited, I kind of threw up a little bit. I know, I needed
Oh, God love you.
I went to see Diana Ross because they were best friends and whatnot. Then Janet Jackson had cancelled, and so on and so on and so on. But the worst concert I've ever been to was Sting from The Police.
Really?
Yes, because it was just him by himself. Now, if you have The Police, you are in there. It is amazing, brilliant. We were in the Point in the O2 in Dublin. So we were at the front row. I always like to get front row for everything. So we were front row, and Bruce Springsteen was one of them as well. But the Sting was not great. We were like, wasn't great. Sang songs that we didn't know. Bruce Springsteen sang songs that we didn't know because they were filming and whatnot. And they were the two. And apart from Phil Collins, and when I went to see Phil Collins, Blondie, and Michael and the Mechanics all in one concert because I'd rum one night and I ended up ordering these tickets that cost me over €500 because I drank Mauritian rum. And not to do that one again. So I spent over €500 on Gold Circle tickets for Phil Collins. And but he was a great concert. But there's a lot that I've went to, but I will say Sting was the worst one that I have been to.
Do you know what? That actually quite shocks me. But I find, right, I'm not saying it's everyone, right? I find that some songs that you hear in the charts are brilliant. It's brilliant. When they go into where there's no vocals and it's just them singing, I found that I love this song, Counting Stars. I really love that song. And they happened to the guy that does the vocal, he Counting Stars. But see, when you see him in comparison, he can't sing. He really cannot sing, and he ruined that song for me.
Wow, isn't it? Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, right. And I'm like, tell me about it. So, guys, I'm going to finish here tonight. I just want to say thank you to my ladies and my gentlemen,
Thank you so much,
including Gary, who always goes like that. And see the man with the hand. That's what I'm going to start calling Gary, the man with the hand.
Just calling things.
We'll call him tonight. That's precisely it. I want to say thank you everybody in the chat who's joined us. You are awesome every week, guys. Thank you very much. Your support is so helpful. And everybody have a good weekend and stay safe. And we will see you next week, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.